The following unofficial rebroadcast of Twit Live is brought to you by Odd TV and CashFly. CashFly's global network delivers your content, ensuring your website, streaming media, and downloads exceed expectations at cashfly.com.
And there won't be any trick questions.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty standard stuff. All right, great.
Good luck. Have fun.
Thanks. Okay. Hi, welcome to Abby's Road. I'm Abby Laporte with the show about teen issues in college for teens, parents, educators, and anyone else who wants to learn more about contemporary issues that young adults are up against. Today we have two guests joining us to talk about the fabled college visit. So first off, I'm going to switch the cameras. Jeff Calais. Now tell me how to pronounce your name, sorry.
Calais.
Calais. Is that it? Yeah?
That's
Okay.
correct, Abby.
So Jeff Calais, and he basically what he does is he works for TargetX.com, and which is a company that helps colleges market to students. So your job specifically is to help with college tours and college visits.
That's correct. I tour colleges for a living.
Great, that's very nice, fun job. And then
It is a fun job.
and then we have Laura, and you're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce your name as well. Tokuza.
That's right.
Tokuza. And she is a admissions counselor at Occidental College. And Occidental College, I'm just going to give a brief synopsis, is a small selective liberal arts school, and it's situated right in the Los Angeles area. It's right near the beach, which is nice. And it kind of has a focus on diversity and research-based learning from what College Board told me. So
That's accurate.
yeah, exactly. And so you coordinate college fairs, is what it said on Occidental's website, and just help out with admissions. What exactly is your job there?
Well, I also supervise the student tour guides, the student interns, senior interviewers, and I plan our on-campus events, so fall open house and our spring yield events for admitted students.
Oh, great. So you coordinate a lot of different things that have to
I
do with
do, yes.
kind of recruiting students and then getting them enrolled, it sounds like.
Yes.
And the website for Occidental College, because it really is a great school, it's actually on my college list. So kind of a more high-pressure interview than normal. But and the website for that is www.oxy.edu, so edu. So to start off, how about you guys both describe kind of, Laura, you just described what you do. What exactly do you do, Jeff?
Okay. I basically tour colleges. They'll hire TargetX and hire me and my colleague, Trent Gilbert, and we'll come to campus and we'll audit the visit experience or the tour, the open house. You know, we register online. We look at signage, you know, all the basics, parking, the campus aesthetic, what it looks like, the tour route. But it, you know, and it's about making it better. But ideally, what we try to do is make it authentic, make it fun, and make it memorable for the guests who are coming. But we also want to help clients recruit the best fit students and help them use the campus visit to reach their enrollment goals.
Yeah, very nice. And then, so I guess you did basically that for Occidental College.
Yes, I've visited Oxy twice.
Very nice. And Laura, were you there when he did that, or
I was there for the most recent visit, yes.
was any of the criticism surprising at all to you, or?
I wouldn't say I could call it surprising, but it was certainly helpful, and it helped us understand how to re-envision the student-led tour.
Yeah. And so just kind of, Jeff, give us an idea of what types of things you might say. Like, for example, what did you say at Occidental?
You know, I mean, Oxy is it's a great school, and it is a beautiful campus. What, Laura, like 250 movies have been filmed there.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Clueless, Star Trek, Beverly Hills 90210, the college years.
Very
Fired
cool.
Up most recently. You know, it's a beautiful campus, really, really bright students from all over the country. And I think their tour guides do a pretty good job telling stories. and you know, Laura and the admissions team have really empowered them to be open and honest. I think with Oxy, we just wanted to make sure they were hitting everything right, and we just kind of considered the route. Where should the tour begin and where should it end? And then one thing in particular is, I don't know if everyone knows, but President Obama did his freshman and sophomore years at Oxy, gave his first political speech there. So we were also talking about how do we weave that into the campus visit. What are the stories behind it, and where is it appropriate to do so?
Yeah, and then, so now kind of some history for both of you guys. Did either of you, I think I read somewhere that both of you actually worked in the admissions department at your alma mater when you were in college?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Did that
true.
affect your decision to go into the business later?
For
Laura,
me,
I'll
it
let you
definitely
answer.
did.
Sorry, go ahead, Laura.
For me, it definitely did because I was able to, as a student, interact with professionals and also people who are in high school. And for me, in college, I was so close to that transitory period that I knew that what the professionals were doing was really important. And so I continued to really respect that, and I found it really interesting, and just how you can really form personal relations with people and still have a very fulfilling career.
Yeah. And what about you, Jeff? How did that play into your choice of careers?
It was, you know, it's funny. I always ask people, did you plan a career in admissions? But I am shocked the number of admissions directors or admissions counselors that were tour guides. I think it's what Laura said. You do find out this is really important, and it is about the right fit. And I was giving tours as a senior. And then the school got a new president who was a vice president, and he said, come do it full time. And I had other job options, but it was the one that was the most appealing to me.
So you actually went directly from being a college tour guide at the school to doing that as a full-time job when you graduated?
Correct.
Is that?
That
Oh my
is correct.
goodness. And this is another question for both of you. Kind of higher education, working in higher education is an interesting choice, I find, because you're choosing to stay in something that you've been in for a long time. Why do you guys do that? Is it just human connection, or what is why have you chosen that as a career? Jeff, go ahead and answer that one first.
You know, at the core, Abby, when I go to college campus, the best part of it, besides working with really great professionals like Laura, is the interaction that I get with students.
Yeah.
And the best part of it, is I'll talk to first year students or freshmen, and they're lost in their own special way. And I mean that, you know, completely. You know, they've gone through this daunting task, and they're trying to figure not out just college, but they're also trying to figure out life. And then I'll talk to seniors an hour later. And the difference in those 4 years is absolutely amazing. You know, you see in their eyes that they've learned how to learn. They have a bit more focus. The transformative experience that higher ed is really supposed to be is still happening. And that energizes me. And I get it. I believe in it. I do believe in the higher purpose of higher education.
Yeah, that's good. And what about you, Laura?
I think for me, part of what Jeff mentioned, the transformative experience, it may sound cliche, but it's absolutely true. And it was definitely true from my experience. I really became a different person when I came to Oxy, but also because education for me is the greatest gift that my parents ever gave me. And going to private school and a private college, you know, I don't think I could have everything that I have now, have a great job, have great friends if I didn't have it. And so for me, it's really important to share with people that gift, and so people recognize just how wonderful it is.
Yeah. No, that definitely makes sense. I'm very excited for college, and that's why I've been doing all this, because it's just, I think it's a great opportunity, and hopefully everyone I want to make it so that people can see how to do it even if they don't necessarily have the resources at home. Because, you know, a lot of kids don't. And but anyway, so this is a question for Laura. When you coordinate school fairs, so once kids come to visit, you work with them, but then how do you get kids coming to visit in the first place?
How do we get students to come to our campus?
Yeah, and do a campus visit.
I think that whenever we interact with them anywhere off campus, we really reiterate the importance of seeing the physical campus, but more importantly,